Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 11th through the 20th, 2018 reading for you. Now, I have shuffled and meditated upon the cards, and we are going to see what these 10 days have in store for you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, oh that's beautiful, or Ascendant. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, all that information will be in the description box below. This is very powerful, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Wow, okay. Wow. Give me a moment to take it all in. Okay. Whenever, I love getting both the King and the Queen of any court cards in the reading, because this means that either you are coming into complete balance with yourself, and this is with knowing your mind, or you are meeting someone who is going to be a fantastic match for you, either romantically or just in your personal life or business life. There's a fantastic pairing going on. You know your passions and your desires, and you're moving forward absolutely knowing your mind and knowing your power. It's kind of like might equals right, but your might isn't brutish or bullyish. It's as if you know you're right, and you aren't letting anything get in your way, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You are going forward in knowing yourself completely and knowing your understanding. Okay, so we start off with the King of Swords. Now this could represent an air sign, a Libra, an Aquarius, a Gemini coming into your life, who cuts through nonsense, who cuts through doubts, who cuts through fears, and knows what is happening, what is going on. This is somebody who's extremely brilliant. This is somebody who is extremely powerful with their words and knows that what you think and what you say have fantastic power. And know that in these 10 days, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, your words and your thoughts have fantastic power. This is also representing you. The King of Swords is representing how you are moving forward. You know what you want. In your mind, even if you're saying, Dane, no, I don't, in your mind somewhere, you know what resonates with your soul and how you want to proceed forward. You've learned from the past, even if it's just that you know what you don't want. So if you sat down and you made a list, and you don't have to make a list, but if you sat down and you wrote out everything that you don't want, you'll see that you know better about what you do want than ever before. But thoughts and clarity are coming to you. You're brilliant in these 10 days, so embrace that. Follow your mind and your understanding. Cut through the doubts and the fears and the opposition that you may be getting, because people may not see the same vision that you see, or may not see things the same way that you are seeing them. You're moving forward in wisdom. And you also have the swords are the only ones that have armor around their heads. The only court cards. So know that you have to guard your thoughts, guard your mind, and guard how it is that you are proceeding, because it's so powerful. Cutting through doubts and fears. Make sure that you're paying attention to your words, because you could have a tendency in these 10 days to be sharp with people. Your tongue could cut because you already understand all of this. Why aren't people on the same page as you? And it's because their mind isn't working quite as quickly as yours is working. So know that your thoughts are going to be astoundingly powerful. Your insight is going to be astoundingly powerful, and you're going to equate that into your passions. The Queen of Wands can represent an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. You can have a whole bunch of people around you, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, who are helping you, propelling you forward, because you're right here. In your clarifying card, you're the Hierophant. That's what represents Taurus in the major arcana. But you know your mind, you know your thoughts, you know your understanding with the Queen of Wands. You're embracing yourself fully. And your passion and your creativity is moving you forward as well as your logic. You're combining the two, which is brilliant, because you're combining what you want to create here on the earthly plane with what you know in your mind and in your soul that you are supposed to be doing. So your life purpose. And it might not be a huge, angels sing moment for you, but your life purpose is becoming clearer. You're moving forward in courage. Courage of self, courage of understanding. Now, some of you could be starting a relationship. And again, it could be a business relationship, it could be a romantic relationship. This is a general reading, so there are many different ways it could be read. And because we have you starting off with the King of Swords, you're stunningly powerful. And then you have either another person who matches you in brilliance coming in, or a person who matches you in passion coming in. Now this could be a Libra, an Aquarius, a Gemini to represent the swords, or a Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius to come in with the wands. It doesn't have to be strictly confined to either a fire sign or an air sign, but know that your mind and your passion are being fueled in these 10 days. It's kind of like, I don't even know what those things are called, where blacksmiths used to use them to stoke the fire, to build it up, so that it burns hotter and brighter. You're burning hotter and brighter in these 10 days. You know your mind. Again, you know your mind. The Queen of Swords is the only queen with armor on. Guarding her head, guarding her thoughts. The sword here, cutting through doubts and fears, guarding herself. She knows what she wants. There's also a need to keep your independence, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Keeping your independence, flying free, keeping that sense of joy and liberty within yourself. Not letting others hold you back. That's how you are moving forward. You know your mind, you know your thoughts. You're not doing anything kind of half-assed. You have planned, have gained an understanding, and are moving forward. You're not just rushing into things, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're going in with the logic, with the understanding, grounding you, centering you. And because you are centering yourself, you have this abundance of mental energy coming in. Kind of like problem solving, putting the pieces of the puzzle together. If you do meet people or a person that you are highly attracted to, discover them more, like go for coffee, get to know them better mentally, because you might find somebody who's at the exact same page as you are, and their passions match yours. In business dealings, a partnership with somebody as brilliant as you might be happening. But this is you knowing your mind, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. So if none of those things apply, know that you are coming into balance with yourself. The masculine energy of you and the feminine energy of you are combining to make you focused, to give you understanding, and guide your passions forward. The Emperor here represents your wisdom and your ability to embrace what you want. Remember, the Emperor represents all the king cards. Also, he represents either the wise benevolence of Solomon or the immature selfishness of Nero. So either ruling in wisdom or not caring and watching Rome burn as you play your fiddle are the two ways that the Emperor can be embraced. He also represents the keenness of mind of the King of Swords, the power of purpose for the King of Pentacles, the wealth, the prosperity, passion and creativity, desire to have things created in the here and the now and the earthly plane of the King of Wands, and the love and compassion and understanding of the King of Cups. So embracing all these things, moving forward with mental clarity and passion, is going to help you embrace the Emperor. Remember to keep wisdom as your guide. Because as you gain your understanding, you move forward with the Knight of Wands energy. Your armor on, knowing what you want, knowing how you want to proceed, and going forward steadily and assuredly, achieving the goals that you have, achieving the success that you want. Again, you have your armor on. You know the darker side of human nature, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You know the power of your own thoughts, the manifestation of your own reality. And you are working darn hard to achieve exactly what it is that you want to achieve. Your vision, your understanding, your insight. And you're putting down the burdens that you have been carrying with the Ten of Wands. And these aren't just the burdens you've been carrying for yourself that are weighing you down and have been weighing heavy on you. But these are the burdens that you have been carrying for everyone else. And you now are teaching yourself how to let go. How to let go from trying to make everybody else's life better. And saying, you know what? The first person that I have to help is myself. I have to take down the burdens that are bowing me down. The lessons that I have learned, the insight that I have is now going to aid me in creating the future that I want. So letting go of your desires that you've been carrying with you, putting them down in a safe place, and saying, okay, now it's time to have this all out like a jigsaw puzzle put down and see how to move forward. How to embrace your passion and creativity. How to rule your life with wisdom and honor and understanding. Because you're getting ready to do something big, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. And it doesn't have to be earth-shatteringly big for each and every one of you. But you are setting things forward, and you are moving things forward in these 10 days that are going to have an impact on your soul and your understanding, that's going to put down the burdens that you have been carrying and lead you forward to feeling not only like royalty, but like the highest level of royalty, which I know is silly, but it's as if you got this. You absolutely have the understanding, the power, and the intention and purpose to reshape your life into exactly what you want it to be. It's not going to be perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. The first thing we have to understand about perfection is that it doesn't exist. It's just something there to drive us crazy. Everything can always be improved upon. So don't put that burden of perfection on yourself. Know your mind, know your passion, embrace it completely. Moving forward in love, your clarifying cards, the Ace of Cups. Moving forward in love. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is giving you a gift of love. It is overflowing. And as you embrace it, it is going to ripple out to everybody else. Because as I look at this, I just heard the saying, one raindrop can flood the ocean. So as the love, the healing, the peace of self, you see right in the clouds, it looks like a bird, like a dove. The peace, the centering. As you embrace that understanding, it is going to ripple out. And you're going to see that you start to attract more of the peace, more of the understanding. Or people like being in your presence. They might say, oh wow, you just made me feel really great just standing by you today. Or they might not say that, but people are seeking you out a little bit because you are moving forward in love and in understanding yourself, in power of your thoughts, power of your intentions, moving forward with purpose. It's as if you go from not knowing to knowing, as if a veil has been lifted up from you and you go, oh my goodness, that's what I want. Because here you are right here. You're embracing this love. And you, Taurus, are represented by the Hierophant card in the Major Arcana deck. So know that you are moving forward with tradition and purpose on your side. But you are also moving forward with power of self, power of intention, power of understanding. Because even though we have all these court cards here and we have an emperor here, The Hierophant in the Rider-Waite Tower deck is represented by the Pope. The Pope was the King of Kings, pretty much. He could tell the kings and the emperors what to do because he was a direct mouthpiece of the divine love. And be it in the Middle Ages, not everything was done out of love at all, but that is what the Pope, the Hierophant, represents. Now here it represents a bard. Again, a person who could tell kings what to do. A person who carried the stories of kings in his mind, that carried the stories of his people in his mind, and could make a king a hero or a villain by the stories that he told people as he traveled the countryside, as he traveled the kingdom. The power of your words and the power of your thoughts are astoundingly powerful. I use power too much in that sentence, but are astoundingly potent. Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. Make sure you're embracing love. Not just love for others. Not just saying, oh, okay, I'm going to sit there and move forward in love and be as kind as I can be. Being as kind as you can be also to yourself. Hold on. You're moving forward. Armor on, passions and creativity right there with you. And as you're moving forward in your passion, embracing your creativity, embracing what you want to create here on this earthly plane, you realize that, oh my gosh, I have to let go of what I have been carrying around with me for it might be ever. What you have been carrying around with you that bows you down, that bends you down, that makes the burden so much more to bear than they have been. And also what you have been so kindly trying to take the burdens off of everybody else. By saying, oh, no, I'll do it. Oh, no, I'll do it. It's time for them to do it. It's time for the people around you to start taking care of themselves too. This isn't saying for you to walk away and not be caring and nurturing and loving and understanding and not want to help people. But it is saying that it's time for them to embrace their understanding. And sometimes that's the greatest gift you can give anybody. Is, okay, it's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet too. I will always be there to defend, but it's time for you to take your own actions under consideration and be there to defend your own life too. Moving forward with spiritual understanding. The blue ribbon right here. Showing the spiritual, showing the understanding that you have for what you want to create and saying, okay, I'm not going to carry this around with me all the time. I'm going to open up my heart, open up my life, put down my burdens, and start embracing my courage, my passion, my understanding. Now again, the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands can be representing a fire sign, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. But they're also representing you embracing the passion of your life, the courage, staying grounded in the spiritual with the blue, echoing here from the ribbon to her shoe. And now you are moving forward in passion. You are moving forward in courage. You are moving forward embracing the new day, the new dawn. And knowing that because you have carried around your burdens for so long, because you have thought about this for so long, and you're not just rushing in reckless and foolhardy, that it has actually made you wiser. It's made you stronger. And as you embrace your passion, you're embracing your understanding and your freedom of self. You're keeping your independence. Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You're cutting through doubts and fears. Make sure not to be sharp-tongued, because as you're achieving this, you might sit there and be like, oh my gosh, why aren't people understanding? Or why are they expecting me to be, like I used to always be? The person who just kept on taking and trying to make things better for everybody else. So don't be sharp-tongued. Just stand your ground, strong and firm like a lion. Like this lion right here, or this lion, on her throne, the Queen of Wands' throne. Give yourself wings like the bird on the Queen of Swords' throne, or the bird that flies above her. Give yourself wings. Give yourself the freedom that you need. You can't be boxed in, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. You need to be able to achieve. Knowing your mind, cutting through doubts and fears, using your thoughts and your memories to guide you. You've learned, you've been learning, is what you've been doing. You've been gathering your information, even if you haven't known it, your whole entire life. And now it's time for you to embrace what you want. And sitting there and embrace it with wisdom and with purpose. Shield yourself against the negativity, because people will be jealous as you start to embrace what it is that you truly want and who it is that you truly are. You're falling into harmony of mind and understanding. Some of you might be finding a perfect partnership in these 10 days, or learning about somebody who will become a fantastic partner for you, be it in work or in relationships or whatever. But moving forward in wisdom and courage of self. Don't let people try and talk you out of the decisions that you are making, because you're putting down your burdens and you're embracing you. Moving forward in love is paramount. Accepting this gift of love and freedom and peace, and letting it wash through you, flow through you, overflow into your life, and ripple out to others with majesty and serenity. And having you become the person you were always born to be. Having you become that wise, strong, knowing person who, because of your strength and your understanding, can be at the top of your field. This isn't saying, you're going to become president or king or anything like that. It's saying that you are going to become the best you that you can possibly be. And then, because you are being the best you that you can possibly be, people start looking towards you for advice, towards you for understanding. Remember, don't take on their burdens. Move forward in wisdom. Know that the power of your words and the power of your mind is astoundingly strong. Make sure you're being kind to yourself and you're following your own passions. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, I hope you've resonated with this reading. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. Bye.